Yogis, welcome to our Seattle Athletic Club downtown online yoga class. I'm Gina. Some of you know me and others may not. That's okay. I'm happy to be here with you in this way today. And Tanya. Tanya, of course, also teaches here at the Seattle Athletic Club downtown, and we get to be together today, safe distance apart, right? And so just making sure that we keep our distance. I'm going to stay in my spot. She's going to stay on her mat. And I'm going to guide Tanya and all of you through a short practice today. And we are going to really work with some root chakra energy, which helps us to be grounded and feel a little more stable maybe in these interesting times we're all navigating, right? And so we've got some energy through our hips and our legs and down through our feet. And some balance work, which I know many of you will appreciate. Keep in mind, if you have a yoga mat, awesome. If you don't have a yoga mat, that's okay. You could be in the middle of your living room floor on carpet, awesome. Just keep in mind that the surface you're on is going to maybe give you a different experience of your practice. We work with what we've got. We support ourselves in any way we need to. If at some point you need to put your hand on something to help you balance, do that. Cool? So we'll start at the front of the mat or the practice space, just standing nice and tall, feeling the 2 feet on the floor. Maybe lift and spread your toes out a little bit. Just really tuning in to how it feels to stand and be still for a moment. The knees are nice and soft. Your legs are lightly engaged. Maybe you feel that little bit of lift through your kneecaps as the quadriceps contract. Maybe you feel a little bit of a lift through your bum as your glutes start to engage. And of course, yogis, remember, we want the belly to be nice and firm, but we don't want to over effort. Sometimes we effort so much that we hold our breath. So as you pull your belly in, make sure your breath continues to flow. Your shoulders are relaxed. The neck is nice and soft. Standing tall, the tallest version of you in this moment. And we'll take one more nice deep breath here. Exhale, empty out. And then slowly, let's sweep the arms out to the sides and reach all the way up. Palms come together, we trace down the center line and sit back into the hips. Again, sweeping the arms out, we rise, inhaling up, and tracing right down the midline again, we sit back. One more like this, inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, coming down and pausing here. This is a modified chair pose. Notice, how does the weight feel distributed between your 2 feet? Does it feel even? Maybe you rock your weight side to side a little bit just to get a sense. And then, evenly distributing your body weight, can you find a sense of balance? Of course, the belly is still nice and firm. Your neck is still nice and soft. We're going to take one more full deep breath in, and then forward fold, bowing all the way forward. Hands maybe to the floor, or if it would feel better in your back, maybe your hands are on blocks or a box that you might have around the house, or anything else. A stack of books could work perfectly, right? Let your head hang. Again, your neck nice and soft here. We'll take a full deep inhale. Exhale, breath. And then lifting halfway. Holding this halfway lift, your back is nice and flat, your belly in, squeezing those front ribs together. Really kind of anchoring through the solar plexus. And shifting the weight more back into your heels, reaching the arms back by your hips. Let's slowly rise again, come all the way up. This time a little bit of a back bend at the top. And then again, we trace hands down the midline, hips go back, modified chair pose, we pause. You're gonna rock your body weight over to the right foot. Pick up up the left foot and hover, balancing on a bent leg, which can be challenging if you're on a soft surface. We do our best. We hold, we breathe. Noticing how this feels in your body. Where do you feel the work? And then slowly releasing, left foot down. And we'll shift the body weight to the left side, picking up the right foot. We hover. We balance on this bent knee. Notice there's ways to modify. Do what you need to do. Balancing on this bent left knee really gets us into our strong hip and glute muscles, the ankle, the stabilizer muscles, everything working, integrated here. Breath continues to flow. And then we release, right foot down. Notice now in your modified chair, hips are still pulling back. How does it feel to again have 2 feet on the earth, right? Deep breath. Exhale, forward fold, bow in. And again, let your head drop heavy. Full inhale, and slow, easy exhale. And then inhaling to lift halfway. Let's shift the weight back, reach the arms back, and slowly rise all the way up. A small back bend at the top. And then neutral spine. We'll keep the arms tall. Opening up your left palm, we'll hold the left wrist, lengthening through center and then bending up and over to the right. You could look down, you could look forward, you could look up, whatever feels good in your neck. Let's take another deep breath. Exhale, empty. And then lifting up through center. Other side, we'll open the right palm to hold the right wrist and then bend up and over to the left. Again, just notice. What sensations do you feel? Is it the side body stretching? Is it something in the shoulder? Or maybe something somewhere else, just really tuning in to your experience of your body. And then we rise, arms come up. Hands down the center line. Again, we sit back. Body weight to the right foot. Keeping the knees bent, we'll pick up the left foot and pause. And then slowly, hinging a little more forward, can we kick that left leg straight back? Stepping back to make a lunge. Both arms reach up. We have this full crescent lunge, gorgeous. You can add a back bend at the top. Not a requirement. You could keep your spine more neutral if that feels best. And then hands to heart, pause. You're going to bend your back knee, coming into a medium lunge with that back knee hovering. Does that work for you? Yeah. Yes, and we really fire up our muscles in this one, right? You can pulse a little bit. You don't have to. You can hold nice and still. Notice where you feel this. I usually feel this in my back leg the most. Wherever you're feeling it, one more deep breath. Exhale. And then back leg straight, your full lunge. Let's take the arms overhead, reach up. And then hinging forward, we'll sweep the arms back. Sweeping the arms back, pause, nice. Can you now shift your weight forward and lift that back left leg, airplane pose, or Dekasana in Sanskrit. Notice how it feels to balance here. Chest is open, neck is soft, deep inhale breath. And then both knees bend as the left foot comes back down to your modified chair seat. Body weight to the left foot. We're going to pick up the right foot, hover, hold, keep breathing. Again, just notice how this balance works for you today. And then hinging more forward, kicking that right leg back, pause. And then right foot down, stepping into your lunge, both arms reach up. Always lengthening first and then adding the back bend if that makes sense for you. Back to center, neutral spine, hands to heart. You're gonna bend that back right knee and hover. Yes, nice. And of course, we all know Tanya is so strong and she's feeling it just like you're feeling it, right? We all feel this stuff. You can pulse a little bit, you don't have to. Your choice. Holding this medium lunge and just really tuning in to your strength. And then we release, the back knee straightens out, full lunge, both arms reach up. Go ahead and inch forward, sweep the arms back. Pause here for a moment, squeezing the shoulder blades together, really activating your back body strength. And then shifting the weight forward into that left foot, right leg will lift. We pause, we hold. Yes, a little bit of wobble, a little bit of wiggle, perfect. Your brain, your body figuring all of this out moment by moment, breath by breath. And then bending both knees, right foot comes down. Again, we have a modified chair seat. You could keep your hands at your heart or maybe the arms reach up. Full chair. Neck is soft. One more deep inhale breath. And then again, forward fold, bow in. Softening down, let your head drop. An inhale breath, lift halfway. Step left leg back, making a lunge. Hands stay down. Again, you can always use blocks if it's helpful. Yeah. With your hands on the floor or maybe hands on blocks, just really feeling this lunge. Notice how it shows up. And then left hand will stay down. Right arm reaches out to the side. We add a twist. Rotating to the right, heart opens to the right side. Yes, this revolved lunge. Deep inhale breath. And then releasing, right hand down. Both arms sweep back. We hover. And then we rise all the way up. Warrior two, rolling the back heel to the floor as the arms reach apart. Exactly, of course, you've got it. Nice work. Take a moment, make adjustments. Make sure that you feel stable in your feet. Make sure that your low back has some support, belly firm, shoulders buoyant, relaxed. We can turn the front palm open and then lengthen through the front side. Right side gets long, reversing the warrior up and back. Always feel free to add small movements that you choose, maybe circling right wrist. Maybe rolling left shoulder, maybe turning the head a little bit. Holding this reverse warrior, this exalted warrior for one more deep inhale breath. And then exhale back to your lunge. Both hands come down. Back heel is lifted. From this position, you're going to step left foot forward, bow in, fold and let your head drop. And then halfway lift. Hips reach back, arms sweep back. Both arms come forward and up, full chair. It's all perfect, right? And then we rise, hands to heart. Taking a moment to reestablish this neutral Tadasana. Feet connected, neck is soft. Just really being present with yourself for one more inhale. Exhale breath. And then again, we'll open the arms, reach overhead, this time keeping the arms up. We pull the front ribs together so we have lots of strength through the front body as we sit back. Full chair pose. And then again, folding forward, bowing in. halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. This time stepping the right leg back to make your lunge. Pausing in the lunge, and again, just really feeling the lunge in your body. Your front knee right on top of its gable. Your back heel is lifted up. Your back body is engaged so that your spine is as neutral as can be. Your heart is open. Right hand will stay down. Left arm reaches out to the side and sweeps up. You twist to the left. Again, this revolved lunge. Do what you can. Work with what you've got. Finding your maximum range of motion and then working to hold this position, right? Really nice. Let's take one more breath here. And then releasing, left hand down. Keeping the back body engaged, the arms sweep back, hovering, holding. And then you rise again all the way up to full crescent. A small back bend if you choose it. And then with a neutral spine, warrior two, the back heel comes down, the arms reach out. Yeah, make adjustments. Check in to see, are the feet where you need them to be? Checking that front left knee, keeping it in line with the hip, with the foot. Neck is soft always. Let's open up left palm, lengthen through the left side, and reverse the warrior. Again, as you hold your reverse warrior, feel free to add some flair. Maybe you don't want to add flair. Maybe you like holding this pose nice and still. Perfect. Do what feels just right. The whole goal here is to be present in your body, to make some different shapes than what you make in normal everyday life, and to breathe. Right? This is different than sitting at a computer working from home. We take this time, we practice doing things that are different. Let's take one more nice deep breath in. And then exhale, cartwheeling the hands forward and down, making lunge. Yes, nice. And then stepping right foot forward, bowing all the way in. Is that the same on both sides? I don't know. Head is heavy, neck is soft. Inhale, lift halfway. Hips go back, arms go back. And then we rise all the way up. Hands to heart. Coming back to center. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. We're going to shift the body weight to the right side. Pick up the left knee and pause. So, Tanya's either going to switch or turn back the other direction.
Oh, you're in phase 4.
Well, just so it's a mirror. They can see me from the front.
Okay.
So, yeah, perfect.
Can you say right knee?
Left knee is lifted. Yep. Left hand to left knee. Right hand to right hip. We stand really tall, and then we take left knee out. And we pause. We practice our balance on a straight leg. And then maybe we lift that knee a little higher, bending that knee. Can we bring the foot to the inner calf, the inner thigh maybe? Or your big toe on the floor as a kickstand might be perfect. We'll bring hands to heart. Tree pose, holding, breathing. Maybe you imagine roots growing down from the sole of your right foot down into the earth. Those energetic roots giving you some stability, but also drawing up the nutrients that will help you to grow. If you like to take your arms up, your arms maybe like the branches of a tree. Of course, you could stay nice and still here, practicing your balance, your focus, or adding some movement, always an option. Do what feels just right. Again, if you're balancing on a soft surface, Maybe you're noticing how that feels different than our beautiful wood floor here in the mind-body space. Last breath in this tree pose. And then hands come down the center line back to the heart if they're not. We'll pick up the left knee, pull it forward, and then reset the left foot. And just take a moment to notice how the two sides feel different. Noticing that difference. And shifting the weight over to the left foot, we'll pick up the right thigh and pause. Holding and breathing. Yeah, nice. Right hand to right knee, left hand to left hip. Does this work for you? We take the knee out. Establishing our balance each step along the way as we set up the tree. Can we lift that right knee a little higher, bend it a little more deeply maybe, and bring the sole of the foot in. We make contact, we connect. Foot to leg, hands to hands at the heart, drawing into the center line. Roots from the left foot growing down into earth. You can stay right here, or again, you can choose. Maybe the arms go up, maybe the arms go out. Maybe you like to take your arms back behind you and hold opposite elbows. It's an option. You choose. Where does your body want to go with this pose? This is your pose, your practice. We offer you some framework. As you practice your balance, really honing in your ability to focus and concentrate, your ability to stay present in your experience of yourself. One more breath in your tree. And slowly bringing hands back to heart if they're not. We'll lift the right knee, draw it forward, and reset right foot. Let's set the feet wide, take hands to hips, and just sort of rock a little bit, getting some movement into the hips. And maybe reversing that direction, do what feels good to you. And we'll come back to our neutral stance, our Tadasana. Right back to the same place where we began this practice. You can close your eyes if you like, or just keep your gaze very, very soft. Again, feeling your feet. Noticing your knees, your thighs, your hips, your glutes, your belly, the rib cage lifting, the shoulders relax. The neck, the jaw, the face, very, very relaxed. Sometimes I like to imagine a little puppet string coming up from the crown of the head, gently lifting, standing your very tallest. And then we'll bring hands to heart center, and feeling that connection, making contact. Bringing more awareness to the heart space as we ground our energy through root chakra expansion, opening. We also bring ourselves out of the head down into the heart space of feeling, connecting. Connecting with the energy of your heart, the light that shines from within you, radiating out. The wisdom of the heart, of the higher self. And then we'll bring thumbs to the middle forehead, the third eye, where we pause, connecting the heart and the head. Root chakra energy is related to how we take the next step. How do we move forward? May we all think and speak and act from this grounded, heart-centered, conscious place, aware of ourselves, relaxed in that awareness. Please thank yourself for taking this time for yourself today, the gift of your practice. And together we'll take one more inhale breath, a very gentle bow as we empty out. Namaste.
Namaste.
We thank you, yogis. Look for more content online, and we hope to see you in time, in space very soon, because we miss you.
We miss you.
Namaste.